state your name.
Hi, I'm Captain Ryan Jean, U.S. Army, and I'm a candidate for the Distinctive Faith Group Leader for the Humanist Society.
At what base are you?
I'm assigned to Fort Meade in Maryland.
Tell me a little bit about the group. How many people are there, and what do you generally do?
Well, right now we've got about a dozen regular members, and most of what we do is meet to discuss issues surrounding faith, but not really as a worship service in any context. And we discuss faith, science, politics, and often the intersection of the three.
Right now we're at a Panera in Fort Meade, Maryland, where you, I guess, often have your meetings now since you don't have an on-base facility. Tell me what advantage having recognition from the Army and having your own facility on base would give you.
Well, getting the recognition, at minimum through the Distinctive Faith Group Leader status, would give us the ability to use on-base facilities for our meetings, the same as any other recognized faith group on post would be able to do. As well, it would allow us access to the funding sources available that are non-allocated funds, the ones that aren't brought in by Congress, and the ones that are often used for faith groups to put on small events and finance things that they would not be able to do on their own. And then additionally, it acts as a step towards potentially getting a humanist chaplain formally assigned to the military, which would have the advantage of being a voice formally in the program for those who either lack faith or are not particularly firm in faith but still want representation. Somebody to go to when they don't know who else to turn to, and also give certain legal protections that are not available to anybody, that are not available from anybody else than a chaplain.
Like what?
Well, as it stands now, I have trouble saying that it's the most protections, but my understanding is that it's probably the most protections are available to chaplains with regard to the privacy of what is said between somebody and that chaplain. And when I say the most, I mean compared to other professions that often do not have the ability, for example, to keep it out of mandatory disclosures or out of courtroom proceedings. And the primary others that I would compare to would be doctors and lawyers have certain levels of privilege with their clients.
So you basically have a high level of confidentiality. Someone can go talk to a chaplain and not worry that it's going to immediately be reported to the commander. That's the basic thing.
That would be a big one. Obviously, there are some things that still have to be immediate risk to life and limb or immediate threats to other people. Don't fall into an exempted category, but that I don't have a problem with it not being exempt.
Right.
But beyond that, it does give you the peace of mind of knowing that you can speak candidly without it leaking out, without it influencing your career.
What about people who say, and there are people who say, you're not a religion, atheism is sort of the lack of belief in religion, so why chaplaincy? Why not seek some other kind of institution to achieve your goals? Well,
that's a complicated question. I would agree that atheism is not a religion in that sense, but many atheists draw a distinction on the issue of values, ethics, morals, and whether or not they need to originate from a formalized religion, or whether or not you can come to a secular reasoning and basis for many of the same. And in that sense, the general proposition put forward is humanism, which is why the chaplaincy program is a humanist chaplaincy and not an atheist chaplaincy.
Great. Thank you very much.